100% inspiration. Everyone that looks at him, can't believe how far he's come. They can't believe what he's able to achieve and what he does. Like today, he's done physio this morning early, done schoolwork, finished off with OT. And that's all before, 1:30. It was a Thursday morning and I got a phone call saying that Xavier had fallen over with a pencil and hurt his eye.
And in the process of falling, that pencil actually went up through the eye socket and into the skull itself.
He just did not look like Xavier. It was really horrible. He had his scan and they realised it was a penetrating injury. So it all just went bam. Zay went straight off to surgery.
There was some bleeding around the surface of the brain. So the first operation he had was to put a drain in to help drain some of that fluid away to optimise conditions whilst we worked out what else he needed to have done.
We were basically told that we had 48 hours to know if he was going to leave or not. And then we got past 48 and then we went to 72. And Alan and I just had a complete vigil beside his bed for the next 3 months.
Xavier went back to theatre with us where we took off initially one side of his skull and then the second side of his skull to allow room for his brain to swell during that acute phase of that injury.
We were just in despair, I think, and grief of losing Xavier because it was really not looking good. They would just non-stop go, he's got this, you've got this, believe in him. Those nurses helped us get through a horrible 3 months. We had one day in ICU when Lisa, the physio, sat him up on the edge of the bed and we had our first cuddle and we looked at his eyes and I'm like, he's got this.
We always have to try and keep hope, but also be very truthful and realistic with the families. But with very early injuries to the brain, it can be quite hard to predict exactly what's going to happen further on down the line.
You could see a glimpse of Xavier trying and I'm like, this kid is going to really try hard. He wants to be here. I'll never forget the day Musical Joe came in and she was singing ABC to him and he wasn't talking at that stage. And all the nurses ran in to watch because they're like, oh my God, Xavier, this is awesome.
It's always about setting goals with the family, especially the child, about what they want to get back to and just trying to achieve those little steps as we go along.
Xavier's not giving up, so how am I giving up? No way, I'm still getting up and doing what he's doing because if he's doing it, I'm doing it. I'm not going to let him down. We're really blessed and lucky that Xavier's outcome is so good. It could be so much worse. So we look at that and some days when you're feeling down and that, and I just gotta go, no, it could be worse. We're gonna get there, he's gonna get there. We just need to keep pushing.
In rehabilitation, it's not just one person that can make a difference. It's really having the whole team working as a close unit that helps these families go through different priorities at different stages of their lives. That makes things work.
He's starting to slowly remember stuff. So his short-term memory is starting to come back a little bit, which is phenomenal. I'd love him to be able to stand and walk again. I really would. So everyone's rooting for him. They all want him to be the best he can be. Physically, he basically has had to learn to do everything he can. Talk, use his hands. He's well and truly improving every day. He has not stopped. He drew a picture of himself, but not in a wheelchair. He's standing. So that's where he sees himself. We just don't have words to explain our thanks to all the RCH team. He's our miracle. He really is.